Hi, welcome back. Let's do these nails together. And of course, they're going to be press-ons. Oh, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, hi, I try to post on here every single Monday. The nails we're doing are these Glamnetic short almond in the style St. Bart's. And if you can see, they're kind of like a French nail rainbow moment. I am a press-on nail gal, so I'm going to show you how I'm able to keep these on as long as possible, 2 weeks and up. I could really make these last like well over 2 weeks, and I'm going to show you how. And it's easy. I promise it's easy. I'm no nail tech. I'm no nail professional. I just like to be on a little budget. I like to be economical, but still cute when I want to. Most of the battle is actually just the nail prep. So I'm going to go through and like wash my hands. And when I say wash, I mean really, really wash those hands. Like soap. I mean, use real soap. Don't use like a foofy little scented soap. Like actually use like an antibacterial, something that's going to make your hands actually feel dry. Soap, warm water, get a nail brush if you have it. Just try to get your hands as clean and try to get all that oil off of your fingers. These are cute. Comes with like cute little instructions here. Cute. Your little alcohol pad. It gives you the nails and of course some additional sizes. A nail file, the little bamboo stick for your push back your cuticles, and a little glue. I personally don't use this glue. I like to just keep this in my bag because it's sealed, it's cute, and I can keep it in my bag just in case like there's any mishaps, whether that be a nail popping off or anything. I like to keep these for on the go in my bag for emergencies. You never know. And like the best part, like the community that comes with having a little bit of nail glue. I have pulled this out of my purse to help many a gal in the bathroom or at a bar, at a club, at a restaurant, any of those things. So I normally keep these just to have as a travel. The nail glue that I actually use and swear by is actually the Beauty Secrets nail glue. And this was so viral for so long that it was actually like pretty hard to get for a long time. So I think the virality of it really slowed down, and I love this glue. I think it's very fab. It is definitely like different than any other glue I've used. It is very, 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 very strong. And what I like about it is that it's really liquidy and it dries really fast. And like it works, diva. Like I don't know what they did at the Beauty Secrets lab to get this one, but if you can get your hands on it, I wouldn't pay like extra money on resellers or anything like that. Like people really like buying up the stock so that people can buy the resellers for like 4 or 5 times the price. Just wait for it to come back in stock at Sally's Beauty and get you one. I swear by it. It's the bomb. Before I start to do all my prep, I like to find what nail sizes I want to do. And this is maybe my least favorite part, but basically you want to size your nails up and see what sizes work best. So if you didn't know, there's little numbers in here. Sometimes they're really hard to see, so try your best. But that can kind of give you a basis of what nails you should be wearing. Or if you wear press-on nails all the time and you just like memorize what numbers work best on your fingers, period. I'm not that sophisticated. Picking the right size. You don't want it to be too big because it'll be easy to like, be hanging off your nail and it won't be really attached to anything. And you definitely don't want it to be like attached to your skin. No good. But I would say, of course, these are press-on nails. They're not custom. If you had to choose a nail being a slightly too big or slightly too small, go with slightly too small. I have gone and I've picked out all of my nails, and now I just want to use the file, and I normally just use the file that comes with it, and I want to buff my nails or file my nails. It really just gives your nails some like grit, some texture for the glue to really sink into. This will help the nails really stick on. And like don't go too crazy. You're not trying to like super thin out your nails. You just want to have some like texture for the glue to really stick on. And just go and do that. This will also help if you have any like leftover glue from your last set or anything like that. Just gives you a nice base for your nails. And it may get a little dusty. That's okay. Now you want to go in with just an alcohol pad. The Glamnetic nails come with an alcohol pad, but if yours doesn't, just use some plain old isopropyl alcohol and just get your nails as dry as possible. I believe this works as almost like a dehydrator. If you have like a real dehydrator for your nails, use that. It'll help suck up any excess oils you have, but I don't have that, and I think the alcohol works just fine of really drying out those nails, as well as removing that dust from the filing we just did. Don't be afraid to use a cuticle stick if you must. My cuticles are actually already pretty pushed back and good, but if you need to like really get in there and push some of your cuticles back just to really prep your nails, go ahead and do that now. This is really the last step, which is to apply the nails. If you're not used to applying your own nails, you want to start on your dominant hand and using your non-dominant hand. And I say that because if you're not used to having nails on or applying your own nails, obviously your first instinct is to use your dominant hand and apply your nails onto your non-dominant hand first, which makes sense. But if you are weak on your non-dominant hand, it's weak plus having nails on, which makes it like double hard. So if you are not confident with applying nails with your non-dominant hand, actually apply the nails to your dominant hand first, so that when you switch over to your non-dominant hand, you are using your dominant hand, although there's nails on it, it's your dominant hand. So it's easy to use because your dominant hand, but also it has nails on it already. So you can really, focus on getting your non-dominant hand together. But that's just a little tip. I don't do that all the time. So take that as you will. But just going in with the Beauty Secrets glue and getting to work. I like to start off with my thumbnail and really just work through. So just a little dot of glue. And I actually like to use the bottle to just spread it out. You can see like how actually thin and loose this glue is. And, don't be afraid to put it on, but not too much because you don't want it to like squeeze out too much. But you just apply the nail. And don't put too much pressure. You don't want it to like squeeze out the sides super crazy, but just enough to really get the nail on there. And that's really it. Don't feel like you need to squeeze it to death. You do not need to squeeze it to death. Just put it on there, put enough pressure so that it is adhering, and keep it pushing. Next nail, some glue. Spread her on there. Try not to flood your cuticles like I just did. And take your nail, press it on. Like I said, just enough pressure so that the nails stick on, but you don't want to squeeze it to death so that it is squeezing all the glue out the sides. Okay, finishing up this last nail on my non-dominant hand. Here she goes, one hand done. Look at this diva. She's fabulous on both sides, but look at the difference. Bam, boom. Here are the finished nails. As you can see, they are looking cute and fabulous. And I really love this color. This took me, including recording a video and talking and chit-chatting, this took me about 10 minutes to do, which, period. Like, where are you getting a perfect manicure set for like 10 minutes? I'm telling you. These are also reusable, and there's multiple nails in the set, so if you can make a couple more sizes fit, you can definitely get like a brand new set of 10 nails out of that pack, or if you need to replace any. But yeah, that's it. My last recommendation for longevity of these nails is give your hands a couple of hours before you get them wet. Like, don't go and wash your hands as long as possible. Typically, when I do my press-on nails, I do them like right before bed so I can like go to sleep and not wash my hands all night. But as long as possible, but I would say minimum at least like an hour or two, just so that the glue underneath can like fully dry before you get them wet. But yeah, that's a little pro tip if you didn't know tip. I love these nails, and I've had quite a few Glamnetic sets, and they're always easy and fun. If you're looking for other options that I've tried and really stand the test of time. Yeah, you hear that? You hear that? Yeah, that's quality nails. You can't tell me, like, these are not flimsy. They're going to stay on. But if you're looking for some quality nails as well, I have also really loved Salon Perfect. Their nails, I think, are found at Walmart and typically less than $10 for a box. And they're fabulous as well. Their designs, their patterns are really nice. The price is good. And they're really accessible if you live close to like a Walmart. They may be in like CVS, Walgreens, stuff like that. Glamnetic, I believe, is in Ulta. If you are interested in some press-on nails, these ones are pretty minimal to no risk. I would recommend it to give you a little fabulous little moment, whether that's your nail tech is on vacation, or you're a baddie on a budget, or you just need them for a quick event. All the above. And look at this. Look at the confidence already. Yeah, nails. Yeah. If you are a press-on nail gal, let me know and tell me what your favorite brands are. Catch you in the next one. Bye. Oh, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, hi. I try to post on here every single Monday. I did miss one Monday, but that's because I was sick. You know, I gave myself grace. I said, we'll just pick back up next week, and that's where we are. Okay. I love you, and I'll see you with the next one. Bye.